With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportzone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition. The officials assigned to this game have met all requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The student athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and you are requested to treat them with respect. In keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship, in the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act in a responsible and courteous manner. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome. Let's afford the participants and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Now for the introduction of tonight's players and coaches. For the Rockets, first the reserves. Number 3, Lucas Allen. Number 4, Liam Scott. Number 5, Saeed Al-Jalal. Smith. Number 11, Gio Francis. Number 15, Asiel Castellan. Number 18, Iron Andrade. And number 23, Evan Gaspare. And now for the starting lineup. Number 2, Zakia Cook. Number 6, Ty Zipprich. Number 7, Jao Nascimento. Number 9, Jimmy Nagel. Number 12, Tyler Sessler. Number 13, Nick Kostrilla. Number 14, Logan Sadowski. Number 16, Nathan Schoner. Number 17, Colin Scalia. Number 21, Graham Jonas. And goalkeeper Preston Krasbinski. Head coach is Jason Gaspare, and assistant coach is Anthony Savaka. And now for your Alliance Aviators. First, the reserves. Number 40, Jimmy Allman. Number 10, Avante Wilkes. Number 9, Dominic Falconer. Number 8, Unai Blanco Martin. Number 15, Jordan Hawthorne. Number 29, Parker Woods. And number 17, Nicholas Vigilante. And now your starting lineup. Number 3, Levi Braisted. Number 6, Jeremiah Leichner. Number 7, Chase Taylor. Number 11, Jackson Ganny. Number 2, Jace Jones. Number 21, Mason Kager. Number 1, Jackson Masters. Number 28, Carson Smith. And your captains, number 0, Chase Patrick. Number 4, Jackson Braisted. And number 12, Ryder Bandy. Head coach is Cody Likely with assistant coaches Wayne Adams and Apollo Prince. We live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and respect for all who have served this great country, to defend these freedoms, you are invited to stand and sing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field, say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one, it's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive, Hanson pushes it over, unbelievable. We play on, it's blocked, we're tied, unbelievable.
On the eve of the 2026-27 school year in Alliance, the Aviators play their home opener live from the Rockhill Soccer Complex. This is OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios. A fun matchup today, a 7-goal thriller a year ago. It's the Alliance Aviators taking on the Streetsboro Rockets. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee and Cooper Fontaine on the call for you tonight. Cooper, we're so back.
Oh, man, It's electric. We haven't even got started. My heart's been racing before we got into the booth where we are today. It's great to be back. I got to tell you, we ended it on a bit of a sad note. At least I did for high school baseball. The Aviators losing in the district finals, but still an exciting game nonetheless. And I think that's what we're going to have here. Like you said, last year, a 7-goal thriller. I mean, it was a great game. But let me tell you, these are two good teams.
Two amazing rosters, top to bottom. Both teams did lose some players after last season, but both squads know how to replenish. Alliance last year, 11 wins. Streetsboro, 12. Both teams, no stranger to winning some big games. Of course, Alliance did get the win last year in Streetsboro. The Rockets, they look to flip the script this year as we are underway at the Rockhill Soccer Complex. It'll be the Aviators in their home red jerseys. Numbers we can actually see tonight. Streetsboro in their road white uniforms, the same ones we saw last season on the road at Marlington.
That is our kind of an infamous beef with the black unis and the hard-to-read numbers. Ryder Bandy now.
And the Aviators nearly have the opener 30 seconds in. Not a bad shot from Ryder Bandy. I believe you said he had a knock in the first game against Talmadge, a 1-0 loss.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Ryder Bandy, one of the seniors on this Aviator squad. He is just a beast. We saw it. I mean, specifically, I'd have to point out in that Madison playoff game. I remember, I mean, he was cooking. He went coast to coast. He had a PK. He's a beast, and his speed is unreal, and you kind of saw it there.
A really jack of all trades for this Aviator team as this one goes out of play in favor of Streetsboro. We saw it on Marlington at Saturday. The ball, it really doesn't travel well on grass, but on turf. We saw it later on that day at St. V's. It travels quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of those things where for some people it can be a home field advantage. You play at Marlington. I mean, those Marlington boys, they know how to read the ball coming off the grass. It's completely different than playing on turf.
Bracestead for the Aviators. He'll get shoved off the ball. Clean play. Good defense from Sadowski. The second team All-MAC player last season and now captain for the Rockets. And he is dispossessed by Jackson Ganny.
Ganny, one of the premier defenders on this team. We talked about him so much last year, so I'm going to try and hold back a little bit just because he's a player that I really like. But, I mean, as a defender, he is exactly what you want. He is gritty, and he is not afraid to get dirty, as he actually had a yellow in that season away opener versus Talmadge.
A 1-0 loss for Alliance. They did have some of their key pieces missing. That was noted to us by Coach. How do you think they respond today after that gritty game? Is this the same physical battle, or is this going to be more of a cleaner game that's just won by their sheer talent?
You know, I think it's going to be physical because that's how these Alliance players play. They're not afraid, but I think Coach Lively is going to have to tell them, hey, guys, you got to get it under control because there were 2 yellows in that game versus Talmadge. And I think as a coach, that's not acceptable. You have to be better than that. It's unnecessary, and you should be able to stay in the game.
For those who watched Alliance Soccer on the channel the last 2 years, you will notice a new player in between the sticks. It's Chase Patrick replacing the program legend in Cole Pasco.
And that's a good ball through up to Jace Jones.
We'll see if the Aviators can do anything here. They will have a corner on the far side. But going back to the change, Patrick last season 12 saves. It is going to be a tough ask for him to go and replace Cole Pasco.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly will, and that's one of those things where you never want to think about having to replace a star player like that. But I think if you had to pick someone to do it, Chase Patrick is excellent. From what we saw from him, he did a great job, and I think he's going to continue to step up this year. Jackson Braced now to take the corner.
We'll see if Alliance can get something going here on this set piece. Good header towards the back post. Can't get it to go. Ganny takes his chances. And it's Kresminski with the save. The all-time save leader in a single season in Streetsboro history with 235 a season to go.
And I would like to apologize. That was actually Chase Taylor in on the corner wearing number 7. It's a bit hard to see from the other side of the field. So, and Taylor goes down in the midfield. And that will be a foul, I think.
But you go back to last season, Chase Taylor really did a great job as a freshman. I believe 7 goals. He is a true box-to-box midfielder, kind of an attacker. I think he'll be more of a deeper threat-lying player this year than he was last year. But he and Jackson Bracek can really man this midfield for the next 2 seasons together. And then, of course, Taylor a year later after him.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I think is really awesome about all of Alliance's programs is just they kind of have a funnel of players. Like almost all the time, you can see young new talent coming in and stepping up in a big way, like we saw last season from a player like a Chase Taylor or a Chase Patrick. You could go both ways with the Chases on that.
And they will have a big role to play this year. Alliance looking to get dangerous here. Ball played in, and it's well past Krasminski and out for a Streetsboro goal kick.
But I will say the Aviators have had a lot of good opportunities so far, definitely keeping the ball in their attacking half of the field. And I think, once they get that breakthrough, that first goal gets in, they're just going to start to kind of flow offensively a little more.
How quick do you think we will see that first goal, or is this going to be more of a defensive battle, which was the polar opposite of last year's matchup?
I think, it's tough because if they get that first goal soon, I would say next 5 to 10, we're going to see a similar matchup to what we saw last year. But if they can't figure it out until the half, then it might fall into more of a defensive lull.
And we saw that on Saturday with the Marlington-Poland game as Patrick boosts this one away for the Aviators. I think he's going to play it really, really calm today, especially knowing the kind of power the Streetsboro team has. They have a lot of key returners, some really strong goal scorers. You had 22 goals and 14 assists last year from Sadowski. That's one of those guys that you are going to have to look at as a big threat tonight.
And I think both teams, like you said, definitely have those threats. I think for the Aviators, you have to look at Chase Taylor, as we mentioned, and Ryder Bandy for sure. I mean, from what I've seen in some of the scrimmages that the Aviators have played, when he gets going downhill, he's hard to stop.
And that's just down to his sheer pace. Alliance trying to play it out from their defensive half. It's Levi Braisted. He goes to ground, and it'll go out of play in favor of Streetsboro. So 2 Braisteds in the lineup today.
And that's one thing that we do talk about a lot also. I think when we're covering Alliance Aviators soccer, the brother-to-brother connections. We've had Lincoln to Jackson Masters. We've had Cam Jones to Jace Jones. It's actually kind of crazy. And now that we add another Braisted in here, I think that just adds to the lore of the Aviators here on SmeeSports.
Why not? As this one is whistled dead, free kick Aviators. Not necessarily a dangerous area, but if they play their cards right and work out from the back, this can be a successful attack. We did see plenty of shots on target from set pieces this past weekend, including a goal for St. V's. The Aviators on the attack. Strong shots for Streetsboro. No whistle yet. And this one is cleanly picked up by Krasminski. Nothing crazy going. A good physical game so far. I really hope both teams are able to be kind of left alone, so to speak, that we have them show what they can do opposed to a highly policed game.
Right. And that's another thing where I just love it when, refs can find consistency, right? Either let them play or, like you said, they're just going to end up policing every little thing. As long as you're consistent, I think that's what you look for.
I would agree. We've had our inconsistencies. We've seen that time and time again. But I feel like if we can be consistent, that'll be a big plus for today. Sadowski, excellent foot skills, plays in his man on the far side. That'll be Nagel, the freshman. The Rockets looking promising here. Beautiful ball played in, but directly to Patrick. That was closest to Nascimento.
Kind of the first big opportunity that the Rockets have had. You've seen a few attacks on goal from the Aviators, but I think that was the first real threat posed to Chase Patrick in goal so far.
A better cross. It's one-on-one versus the young shot stopper. We could see those opportunities today, but as of right now, we are not going to. But as this game goes on, I think we are going to see a clear identity for both teams, especially for Alliance. They have more pressure to win tonight, in my opinion. They're 0-1. Streetsboro, they got a draw against a very good Copley team, a team they lost to 2-0 last season. So that was a big plus for them. The Aviators looking dangerous, but is quickly whistled dead. Jones offside on the near wing.
Yeah, good idea there. Nice job by Jackson Braced, able to play it forward, but just unable to come to fruition as it's another good attempt by the Aviators, just kind of shut down quickly.
So free kick Streetsboro, 31-25 on the clock in this first half. Nascimento heads it down and right back to Alliance. Masters. In the middle, Alliance again able to pick it up. That was Leitner, the freshman. Can the Aviators build something on the wings? It's Levi Brasted. Has Jones up the wing, places one on a one-touch inside, right back to Streetsboro. The Rockets will take it back amid the sea of Aviators, and the counter might be on. It's over Ganny's head. Patrick off his line, able to clear.
And again, you just saw the Aviators building it, but just could not make anything of it. Ganny looking to calm it down for the Aviators.
And he just has to boot this one away, which he will. It's out of play, back to Streetsboro. But you have to get rid of that one quicker.
Yeah.
The Streetsboro team is going to bring the press. We didn't see it against Marlington last year. They played almost scared against the Dukes. If they play with aggression tonight, they can be good. This one just over the bar.
Ooh, that was pretty close.
I think closer for comfort if you ask Chase Patrick.
Yeah.
But definitely out of play and out for an Alliance goal kick, which they'll take quickly. This Alliance team wasting no time with just under 10 minutes played. But so far, really no big opportunities for either team. But Streetsboro trying to change that here. Cook heads himself in just a bit too strong and out of play. And it looks like we will see a pair of substitutions for the Streetsboro Rockets. How many subs do you think we are going to see Alliance take this first half? We've seen teams pretty much wait until the second half to make any subs, like in St. Visa's case on Saturday. But some teams, they'll rotate 4 or 5 guys in at a time, like we saw with Poland on Saturday as well.
You know, I think it's tough just because the Aviator squad, they got the stars, but they're just not that deep. It's kind of the exact opposite of how the basketball team played last year, where they have 8 seniors and full rotations of guys that they can sub in at all times. Right now, you know, you lose one guy, one, you know, Chase Patrick, or one Chase Taylor or one Ryder Bandy, and that could definitely put the Aviator squad in jeopardy. So I don't think they're going to be making many substitutions, if any at all, in this first half.
See how Coach Lampley wants to play this one. A big game for him. I don't know if he's even aware of this, but his overall record as the Aviator head coach, 43-43-6. Perfectly at 500. A win here, you're above 500. A loss, you're right back below after doing a great job to work out of your 4-14 start in your first year. Strong defense by the Aviators, cleared away by Carson Smith. It's out of play for a Streetsboro throw. That's what you need to see. That's one a couple of teams would easily take and just boot behind the goal, corner kick. If you can play it out for a throw opposed to a corner, you do that time after time.
And, I mean, the difference of that throwing rather than giving the Streetsboro Rockets a set piece is so, I mean, that's just a high IQ play there by Carson Smith, and that's why he's another great defender.
Bandy played in on the wing, and a great strong challenge on the far side. Play on is given. It'll be an Aviator throw-in. Streetsboro not afraid to make those dangerous challenges that if it goes wrong, it can really put you in a world of pain. Again, chance here for Alliance to get something going at the top of the 18-yard box. Played on back. And this one is taken right back by Streetsboro. Strong defense again just outside the 18-yard box. And the Rockets are back in pursuit. Smith on the near side plays it back. Kicked wide by Smith. He picks up Brasted. The Rockets get it back. It's Cook. Again, a promising attack brewing for Streetsboro if they play their cards right. Sadowski. Strong pressure by Jackson Brasted. Plays it wide. One touch behind. Too strong from Jonas. And it's out of play for an Aviator throw-in.
And so far, what we've seen, I think, for both teams, the MO has been bend, don't break. You've kind of seen some attacks building, but nothing has really been that threatening. You've seen 1, maybe 2 shots on goal, but both teams' defense looking strong, and we're definitely siding towards a defensive matchup like we've talked about rather than a shootout.
I'm not surprised as of right now. One team, they were able to score on Friday. The other was not. And I think with the team that scored being the road team, it's going to take a lot more to score here than it would against Copley at home. Masters places one up the wing, and it'll roll right into the 18-yard box. Nobody home as it goes right to Krasminski. 26:40 on the clock in the first half, still scoreless. Still, I believe, looking for our first technical shot on target. Streetsboro might be in here. Cook cuts it back. Had a nice run, though, from Wyatt Smith. Just didn't take it. Instead, they'll play on the wing, cutting it back in. And it's taken away by Leitner. One of the youngsters getting an opportunity on this roster, as we'll see a lot of those young guys get chances with only 3 seniors. And the crazy thing is, going back to Marlington having 10+, one of their potential seniors, looking back a few years, is now on this Aviator team in Parker Woods.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the disparity there. It's just crazy. We go from last year, the Aviators had, I think it was probably around 6 for soccer. They had a good amount of seniors. Now 3, that's not a lot at all, especially when you compare that to Marlington's 10.
Sadowski on the wing, gets in. Smith lays in the shoulder and it's kicked out of play right to a fan. And who says that soccer isn't a good spectator sports?
Oh, man, let's be real, guys. Soccer is amazing, and that's one of the things that we love here about the Rockhill Soccer Complex is the fans pulling up in the lawn chairs, sitting right here on the sideline, and, they love it too. They're sitting in the danger zone.
It's basically like when you go to an amusement park or a water park and they have the dolphin attraction. There's the splash zone.
Oh,
That's what this front line is.
It really is the splash zone. I mean, you saw it there. That was potentially dangerous.
I feel like Alliance is missing a branding opportunity, calling it the landing strip.
Oh, man.
That could be nice.
Sadowski,
he'll take his chance from range, and it's wide of Patrick.
I'm gonna have to have some words with.
Are you
some
pitching this and
higher-ups.
taking my credit now?
No. I'll put the landing strip brought to you by Nathan Smee of SmeeSports. I'll throw that on there. We could get a SmeeSports sponsorship. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh.
We're looking for sponsors right now, Cooper.
Oh, you're right. We don't have that kind of money to dish out. Think about soccer. Think about soccer. Think about soccer.
Very true. Alliance, they have a chance to be in here. Great opportunity, and they will score. First goal of the match goes to Alliance on their home opener, and it's their first goal of the season, 1-0 Aviators.
And credit that to Chase Taylor. I mean, him able to just drive in, get inside the box, and score a great goal. That's what they need. You have to get out on top if you're the Aviators. You have one loss already. Scoring that first goal, I think this is going to be a breakthrough moment for them. This is where they're going to start really putting things together. And you can actually see some substitutes being made right now. I think we have Nick Vigilante coming into the game as well as I missed it.
And my big thing for Alliance there with that goal, it was just a perfect inside drive, inside cut, perfect shot. It was perfectly played by Taylor. Had to do the defensive work, yes, but that inside finesse, you don't see that all too often.
That's exactly what you look for, especially from an underclassman here. He's still only a sophomore, and like you said, he's going to be a leader here.
Do apologize there for our quick technical difficulty as we are back to the action. Brayson tries playing this one back. Streetsboro still in a dangerous area. They still have plenty of time to get back in this game. They just have to keep that high line and press quite a bit. And we'll see how they operate this time around. Down 1-0. Nice ball on the far side. Nagel can't get there in time. It's out of play for a Streetsboro throw-in.
And again, Ganny was the one there able to boot it out. And again, just able to stop that play before it develops. Great play by Jackson Ganny.
All the way around, impressive work from this Alliance team. Streetsboro, another chance. Beautiful cut on the far side. Shifty footwork. Getting inside the 18-yard box. What a run for Sadowski. Placed it to the top of the box, and it's cleared away by Ganny. But just cut through the entire defense like a really young Ronaldo. Going back to his foot skill days back at Man United.
I mean, Zolkowski looking like a hot knife going through some butter right there.
Those are the plays we saw out of pre-injury Ronaldo. Another chance here for Streetsboro. Patrick, he's going to cough it up, but picks it up just in front of Nagel.
Great job by Patrick, able to actually get on top of the ball. He kind of fell forward onto it there, but I mean, just credit to him for, having the presence of mind to be able to get his hand over the ball and stop it from getting any further away from him.
Just next time has to have surer hands. Any bit further, Nagel has his first career varsity goal. Instead, 22:35 on the clock in the first half. Alliance up 1-0, courtesy of Chase Taylor. And a beautiful night it is so far at the Rockhill Soccer Complex. And early starts, we did start a little bit before our initial start time of 7. So that does put us ahead of schedule as things stand. And the Aviators, I'm sure they feel they are right on schedule with this 1-0 lead. Jackson Brasted heads inside the 18, cleared right back. Another chance for the Aviators. Beautiful turn. Brasted goes out wide. An opportunity brewing for Alliance once again, looking for their brace. But it'll have to wait. Streetsboro pokes it up the line. Strong pressure. Masters has to watch his back. Gets it up the wing. That's a strong physical battle just by the flag, out of play. And it'll go back to Streetsboro. Strong defense again from the Rockets.
And again, I think, disregarding that one goal, they have been doing a great job defensively of bending and not breaking. You compare the one goal to the amount of opportunities that the Aviators have had so far, and I think that Streetsboro has actually done a really great job defensively.
They definitely have, and if it wasn't for that one opportunity they were caught sleeping, this would still be a scoreless game. Instead, of course, 1-0 Alliance. They'll throw this one inside the 18. Braced can't get ahead on it. Masters touches it down outside the box again. And Streetsboro will clear their lines. Smith in the back line has to get rid of it. In the center, picks up Wilkes. Streetsboro gets a piece of it back to Braced, controlling the midfield again. Now it's Allman, the freshman. Heavy touch. And it'll go out of play. Back to Streetsboro. First time we're calling Allman's name this season.
And again, another one of those underclassmen able to come up and get some reps on varsity. I mean, I just have to shout all these guys out. It's so difficult to be a freshman and contribute in a big way on a good varsity team.
And this Alliance team has aspirations of getting back to the district semifinals where they bowed out to Padua. They feel like they can get back there and maybe do a little bit more. Bandy played it on the far side. Numbers getting forward again for the Aviators. Beautiful cross. Vigilante going towards the corner flag, trying to keep it in play. And now has a chance to cross, but takes too heavy of a touch. And it goes back to Streetsboro.
Another good look there. That was a great ball by Ryder Bandy. And Vigilante almost was able to turn on it and cross it in, but just not able to make it happen.
Mistimed header. Bandy trying to fight for the loose ball. Has the space. Ryder Bandy spins inside, and it's just a simple clear for the Streetsboro Rockets. That's what you have to do. Just clear the ball away, and again, we've talked about it. You always have a chance as long as you can just clear the ball and do it again. If you leave the ball there too long, eventually this Alliance team, and really most teams that are worth their salt to say, will do the same exact thing. Streetsboro, another chance to get in here. Numbers getting forward. Cross just too strong. It goes right to Patrick. Good ideas from Streetsboro. The execution not there as of yet. It's Allman. Tries finding Braced at central. Goes up the wing for Vigilante. And again, it's too long. These are the plays that you are going to see early season. The pass is just a little bit too long. Eventually, September, early October, you will see these passes become a lot crisper and a lot better. Chemistry is a big part of the game.
And off the top of my head, a team that does that so well when they get into rhythm, Marlington. We saw it last year. It was just incredible to watch them. I mean, they were moving like cogs, just a machine. It was incredible to witness.
They're the gold standard for a lot of what we talk about with soccer in this area, and for good reason. Alliance, though, they have better reasons to think that somebody else should be given that designation. To the wing, heavy chest down, loose ball. Alliance still with it at the top of the 18-yard box. Jackson Braced tries to change fields. And a strong clearance from Streetsboro hooks Zakiah Cook on. Again, numbers getting forward for the Rockets if they can develop this play perfectly. Sadowski in the center. He'll get tripped up, and it's definitely within his range. Free kick Rockets. That was definitely a clear and obvious foul. Do you let him take the shot from this distance?
That's a tough one. I mean, I think it just comes down to coach's confidence in a player. If your coach knows that you can hit that shot, then I think he lets you take it. And in this case, you have a fantastic player in Zolkowski. I think he's going to take the shot right here. But we will have to find out.
A big opportunity for Logan Sadowski. Just over the bar.
Wow.
Not a bad hit.
Yeah, that was a good look.
Just needed a little bit more precision. And we talked about it during the Marlington game. At this high school level, if you could put that ball top corner, either one, odds are it is going in.
Yeah, there's only a handful of goalies that, you can think of that are really able to have that elite awareness to, stop that ball.
And I still think most would struggle to stop that.
Right.
That would take a professional level save and not MLS professional level save. Castellan on the near side, kicks it out of play, and it'll stick with the Rockets. 17 minutes left to go in the first half. Cook chesting it down. Heavy pressure from Martin. Central, it's Smith. Changing fields in the center. Scott back central. Sadowski cutting in for Streetsboro. Has the space. Has the touch. Goes top. Smith. He'll take his chances. And maybe a deflection or two before it finds the hands of Chase Patrick. Alliance's defense is holding really strong. That back four working in conjunction really well. They work as a unit, and that's the best possible defense that you can have in this sport. If your back four, back three, back five, you name it, can play in unison, you're doing something right. And for Graminski, this is an easy pickup for him inside his 18-yard box. 16-15 left to go in the first half. An exciting home opener thus far for the Aviators, especially for Chase Taylor and this offense. But this 1-0 lead, far from comfortable for Alliance. Martin cuts it back. Beautiful foot skills here, trying to get past Castellan. And he will win the battle. Martin's still on it for the Aviators. Just can't get that final ball roll in as Streetsboro clears. But Martin looking really good on the ball tonight. Just needs to keep that going and needs to keep developing. Smith. Back to Patrick. In the center, nearly gives it away. Ganny does a great job to get past two Rockets. And again, he just has to clear it. Nicely done. A lesser defender gives that one away, and it's 1-1.
I mean, again, this is what we talk about so much, both these teams. But right there, an example of Alliance's just, I mean, incredible defensive efficiency and IQ. That's what you want to see. It's a beautiful thing.
This team knows how to play, and they have a head coach who knows exactly what he's doing. A 2-year player at Mount Union. I believe a 3-year player, actually, I believe played in 2 seasons of those 3. Brasted on the wing. Doesn't keep it in, just loses control. But for Coach Cody Lapley, assistant at his alma mater in Southeast, along with Massell and Jackson, played at Mount Union with 8 goals and 2 assists in 28 total games. And enters play tonight 43-43-6 as the head coach of this Aviator squad. And it's an Aviator squad that nearly could have gone up 2-0. Just over the bar. Not a bad long shot.
Yeah. And, I mean, you talk about Coach Lipley. What he's done here as a coach is just really great. Like you talked about, that first season was just a bit of a struggle for him.
4-14.
4-14, not a good record. But the faith in the athletic department to keep him on payroll and to see what he's kind of brought and the culture that is developed here at Alliance, especially for soccer, has just been really awesome to watch.
Another chance here for the Aviators. Martin, he will lose it. And Streetsboro will clear. But that credit, I believe, goes to the late, great Lenny Reich, who ended up bringing in Coach Lapley before he departed for Mount Union. Castrella on the near wing. Chance building for Streetsboro. And again, it's Ganny stepping up. And he can build the counter here for the Aviators if he plays his cards right, but just behind Martin. Again, this team, once they settle into this season, their chemistry will be on point and those passes will become a lot easier. They're going to get there at some point this year. And same with Streetsboro. This is a team who, again, just drew a really talented Copley team. You cannot underestimate their ability. And you look at last year, a 4-3 loss at their home place. They want to return the favor. And they more than have the ability to do so. Brasted. Up the wing, out of play, and you can hear the frustration from him. He knows he can do more. And I think we know as well that he has it in him.
I think that's what it comes down to right now. It's about who's going to step up and build this lead for the Aviators. Or in terms of Streetsboro, who's going to step up and equalize.
And if we see an equalizer before half, this will be a very different team talk from the head coaches. 2 younger coaches, of course, likely with more experience than Streetsboro's head coach and Gaspare. But both know how to be an assistant at this level and now know how to be a head coach. With Lipley, this is his 6th season. Gaspare, his 2nd after taking over for Coach Krasminski after 16 great years in charge. Leitner. Physical battle here. Great defense from Ziprich, getting it back for the Rockets. And he is dispossessed. That's Hawthorne, the junior. But back to Ziprich. Plays this one inside the 18. Ganny heads it away. And for the first time tonight, we will see a Streetsboro corner kick. This is a massive set piece for the Rockets. We saw it during warm-ups. I don't think you were here, but my first impression when seeing the teams, there's a clear height advantage for Streetsboro.
Yeah, and especially I think for the Alliance, you take Parker Woods out of the equation. That makes it even more of a disparity.
Just a bit. Corner played in, center of the 18-yard box. But unless Wemby's in the middle, nobody's getting there.
Yeah, that one just a little too high.
Had the right trajectory, though. You play that one a little bit lower. I think somebody gets on the end of it. Jonas looking for a cross. Tipped inside the 18-yard box. What a save from Patrick.
Wow.
That was a great opportunity for Sadowski. The danger still present. Smith lets this one roll out of play. The whistle will blow. Patrick a little shaken up, but what a save that was.
Talk about putting your body on the line. He laid out, and he was able to save that. Are we running a replay? Let me see this again, because that was magical.
I mean, that surely should have been 1-1.
Oh, my gosh. He probably got the air knocked out of him, man. That was impressive.
But for Logan Sadowski, there has to be some frustration there. But it'll be Wyatt Smith to take this corner right in front of us. We just talked about it, Cooper. You play that one a little bit lower, I think somebody is going to be available.
Yeah, for sure. But with another opportunity now, I think it's a matter of, well, do the Aviators have a backup goalie, and is Patrick going to be all right?
And I also love that because of the focus on the camera being auto, it focuses on the fans and not the corner kick taker. It appears Patrick is okay, but we're going to go back to that camera. Right now, I think he's in focus. But I'm sure you could see, Cooper, on your end. I would say those broadcasting classes really paid off. But I think Peachy's class and your involvement here has really paid off, as you can kind of see what's in focus, opposed to him.
That's one of the upsides, maybe downsides about having the fans.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, sit right in front of you. But I think overall, it's definitely a benefit to doing some Alliance Aviators soccer.
Smith takes this one to the center of the 18-yard box. Jonas goes up for it, can't get it. And a strong clearance from the goal scorer, Chase Taylor. And the Aviators might be on here. Beautiful touch from Ryder Bandy. Just has to beat his man for pace. He gets taken down. It's a clean tackle for Ziprich until it's not. They will whistle it dead. Free kick Alliance. That's a late whistle to go back and assess that one. That's a tough one, Cooper. I thought that was a good play on the ball. I think he maybe got a piece of his shin, which, of course, if he did, then obvious free kick. And nobody better than Chase Taylor right now to step up and take this. It'll be a three-man wall. You're, of course, playing to try and defend that near post. Honestly, it would be bold. They're not going to do it. I would want to see Ganny make a backdoor run. Just play it on for his head. And they kind of did it for somebody else.
That was
it's headed out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like a guy like Ganny, nobody would expect it. You set him up there, of course, then you're kind of exposed at the back, playing a three-back system for a second before he can get back. But if you score, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, man, I don't know. I can't recall if Ganny even has any goals as of last year. There's none that instantly stand out to me, but
none listed.
That would be an insane call by Coach Lively.
I view myself as Jose Mourinho, moving pieces in and out. Great chance again for the Aviators. Bandy played on. Krasminski, though, there to pick it up. You look at that save record, though, 235 saves. What do you think the prior record was at Streetsboro before he broke it? Again, he had 235 saves last season.
I think, honestly, I'll go marginally lower. I think I'll go maybe in the 180s.
146 in 2017 for Andrew Sway.
Okay, so that's marginally lower than my marginally lower comment.
Nearly 100 goal or rather saves difference.
That's a little crazy.
I read it last night. I'm like, am I just that sleep deprived? No, it's accurate. I checked again this morning.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, man.
It's just like when you have a rockier defense in any sport, the saves will go up. I know Holy Name, my senior year against Walsh Jesuit, had a goalie with 40 saves. The defense just was non-existent. Unfortunately for Toma, he did okay. He still allowed, I think, 13 goals. Neither here nor there. Beautiful cross going towards the back post. It's a foot race here. Sessler tries to keep it in. And he will do just that, not quite. Kager there to shield it. Alliance will take it back with under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Biggest takeaway from the Aviators beyond the goal?
I got to say, defense has been really strong, and you have to credit those backline defenders,
Ooh.
Smith, Ganny, Kager.
Well, Jonas just got smacked in the face. Glad he looks okay, but he just got a rude awakening. Some season's greetings well before December.
That's a tough. Soccer balls have always been. I've never been able to they're so stiff.
Have you seen the replay or the video of Holland's strike against that one West Ham defender where the ball warps to his face?
I have not seen that, but I absolutely believe it just because of how. Soccer balls are so you wouldn't think. Most people don't think that they're as hard as they are, but they hurt, man.
Yes, they are. And of course, with Holland, that's a different instance. Strong tackles in the middle. Nobody getting it until now. Zipperich tries playing it up the wing. An injured Aviator down. It's Carson Smith. The play continues. The Aviator's down a man. It's Martin taking off the ball for a second. And it's picked up by Sadowski. Good tackle. And the counter is on. Smith is still down. And as Streetsboro is nearly in, they will blow it dead.
And for Smith, if I'm not mistaken, it looked like he was holding his knee as he went down. It's been that knee before.
I think for him what happened was he lunged, and then the ball was kind of on that foot. He got tackled. It kicked back, and that's what happened.
Yeah, as he went, oh, man, that's just something you don't want to see.
I think I'm in the right spot in the broadcast here. Maybe not. I think I'm a little ahead of it. I pulled up for Cooper just to show him what we saw, but it did not look the best. It looks like he's up and okay, but it definitely didn't look too pretty watching it back on the replay.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where, it's not the same as a cross-country runner, but, you roll your ankle, you get up, and you can still feel the sting. And I'm sure that's what he's feeling right now. He's able to walk, but it's just not the same.
And you want him out there for his size.
Yeah. And physicality, as I was talking about, he is just such a stellar defender for the Aviators, and he's a piece you really need on this team.
Excellent foot skills from Sadowski, cutting through the Aviator defense inside the 18-yard box, has the edge, and nearly has the equalizer.
Wow.
Just a bit wide.
And that's the second time we've just seen him dancing around Aviator defenders.
And that's why I bring back the young before injury Ronaldo comparisons. His foot skills, they were just excellent. The ball pretty much never left his foot, and that's what we're seeing from him. And I know it's high praise, but you go back to those 2010, I would say, just kind of before Messi's big seasons around 2010, and in the 2000s, that's what Ronaldo always did. Of course, now known more for his goal scoring than anything, but those foot skills, very reminiscent. Just kept it right on the foot and didn't let it leave.
Oh, that one bounces off the medical golf cart.
It's a write-off.
You hate to see that. But, yeah, you're right. And also, I do want to apologize to Sadowski. I think I've called him Zolkowski twice now.
You're mixing him up with Padua's excellent soccer player and field goal kicker from last year.
Well, because I'm remembering him because he kicked a 50-yard field goal against us in the season opener against Alliance. That's why I'm remembering him. So apologies about that, but just some fun memories coming back to me. Oh, man. Football season. Oh, man. I'm ready.
Back on Friday night, Sadowski. Numbers again getting forward for Streetsboro. Sadowski takes it himself. Just too heavy of a touch again. That's where that control can kind of get away from him. Leitner heads it on for Jackson Braced in the midfield, and just a little bit too much in the hand department from Castellan. So a free kick for the Aviators at their logo. 5:30 left to go in the first half. Will be Ganny to take this free kick, and before he does, we would like to thank Heather Pritz of Howard Hanna and Sports Zone for bringing you today's broadcast along with Skyward Studios. 5:15 left to go in this first half. 1-0 Alliance courtesy of Chase Taylor. Can Streetsboro find the equalizer before halftime, or can Alliance find a brace? Krasbinski, a great save.
Wow, another good look right there. I believe that was coming off the boot of Ryder Bandy. But, again, you have to commend Streetsboro defense. They've just been able to stop anything besides that one time, like we said. But, again, just a beautiful save.
Halftime coming up here quickly. What do you think the conversation is going to be like for Alliance? They really haven't had too many good opportunities since the goal from Taylor. And if it wasn't for an outstanding save from Patrick, it'd be 1-1 on a great goal from Sadowski.
I think Coach Leipley, it's not about for him. It's not about all right. Let's have a let's have a good second half. He's going to tell him let's have a better second half.
Streetsboro might be in once again here. It's Castrilla, saved by Patrick.
Man, Chase Patrick, even after going down after that incredible save, has still been on top of things for the Aviators.
And he'll have to be here. Ziprich tries cutting it inside. Strong defense from Smith. Body Ziprich off the ball. And he is going to clear this one away. He reminds me of a more technically sound Dan Byrne. That's who he is. Just a big centered back who could probably play as a fullback too, but just more technically sound than Dan Byrne, who's kind of just known for being a big Newcastle and England defender. Again, Sadowski, he's in. He'll take his chances, and it's just wide.
Man.
A great hit again.
Streetsboro's turning it up with under 5 minutes left here.
Dare we say they're pumping it up?
You got to pump it up.
I think I've been locked out of my house for saying that now. The townhouse is here. I could just stay there, I guess. We'll be back on Saturday night, though, after Marlington Revere. I'm excited for that one.
That should be fun.
You will not be there, though. But it's
I
okay.
Unfortunately, will not.
Strong defense again from Streetsboro. Heavy touch from Liam Scott. This one out of play, and back to Alliance it goes. If I'm Alliance, for the next 3 minutes, I'm playing a higher line. I'm sending everything I can here to try and make it 2-0 and force some fouls, too. I feel like the physicality you saw from Alliance on Friday night has transferred to Streetsboro. But it's not a bad thing for Streetsboro. A lot of inspired tackles. Jonas picks it up the center. Beautiful ball tipped in. It's Castrilla. Just 2 defenders to beat. Crosses it in. Again, no one home. And Chase Patrick is there for the Aviators. If it stays 1-0, we are going to see that exact play time and time again until eventually it works out, aren't we?
I think, yeah, that's how it's going to go.
Just send the ball up the pitch, hope for the best, and see what happens. But looking at this Alliance team, if Streetsboro does score, something drastic would need to change for them to take back that lead. I feel like this 1-0 is a very shaky 1-0. It's not like the 1-0 that Riley Shannon gave Marlington on Saturday where you felt confident in it. This one, you know you need to do more than just one, unless your defense plays pretty much perfect from here on out, which we've seen a lot of great play from Carson Smith and Jackson Ganny, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's going to go down as one of those. If you win, there's an asterisk next to it. If you lose, there's an asterisk next to it. Where
unless something drastically changes.
Right.
Tipped out to the wing. Scott on the tackle from Sadowski. And yes, it was a tackle. That's how it sprayed out to the wing. And Streetsboro, they will play out from the back going to their defensive line. Chris Minsky, I'm sure, also has to be ready. And he might have to be to face a shot. It's Jackson Braisted for the Aviators. Getting some space. Jackson Braisted lays it in. Just too weak for Ryder Bandy. It goes out of play. And Alliance will have a throw. $1:20 on the clock in the first half. Looking to find a brace to close out the opening 40 minutes.
Not a bad pass inside from JB, but just not enough for Bandy to be able to capitalize.
That time he does capitalize. Corner kick Aviators. And I think based on the time, Streetsboro is most likely not going to get another opportunity this first half. It just has to come down to their defense getting one final stop to take us to the break. And I think this team is desperately searching for the break. They had that opportunity with Sadowski, and then just a lot of pressure from Alliance, and they want to hold out for 40 more seconds to get to the break. Short corner from the Aviators. Let this one roll by. Beautiful shot, and it's saved.
Wow.
Still there for the Aviators. Brace it at the top of the box, takes his chances. It'll fall and cleared away again by Streetsboro. Was that Chris Binsky or was that a defender heading it away?
I think it looked like a shoulder. It really just looked like, getting that chest popped out and blocking it away. But what a call from Coach Leipley there to kind of fake it with Masters short and then have a nice longer shot in on goal. But Aviators unable to capitalize on what was a great look off of a corner kick.
And that's halftime. Chase Taylor, the opener, with around 23 minutes on the clock in the first half. We head to the break at the Rockhill Soccer Complex, courtesy of the sophomore. Your halftime score in Alliance, 1-1. As you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios. Again, your halftime score, Alliance 1, Streetsboro 0.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to advertise during broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to Heather Prince of Howard Hanna and Sports Zone, along with Skyward Studios, for helping to make today's telecast possible. Courtesy of Chase Taylor at the half, it's 1-0 Alliance as you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cooper Fontaine. 40 long minutes left to go. What does the Aviators defense have to do to win this game? And on the opposite end for Streetsboro, how do they kickstart their offense?
I think for the Aviators, you talk defensively, this is where the conditioning comes into play. You just played 40 minutes. Now you got to play 40 more. And, you know, it's just so key. You get that fitness in. You get on the high level. You know, your VO2 max is elevated, all these things. That's what it's about. You have to be able to play good defense for 80 minutes, granted, with a little break in the middle, but still. I think that's what it is. It's about being able to stay strong after such a long time and continue to do what they've done very well. And then for Streetsboro, their offense, they just need to get that breakthrough. They've had some good opportunities. One that potentially should have been a goal, but Chase Patrick had a phenomenal save. I think both teams are just one little thing away from either everything going right or everything going wrong.
Dare we say that save was the play of the game, even over the goal?
I think absolutely. You take that save away, and this is a completely different ball game. Both teams' mindsets have completely changed. But Patrick makes the save, and now the Aviators are in a bit of a more comfortable position going into the second half.
Free kick here for Logan Sadowski. Surely he doesn't shoot here.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They'll play it up the wing. Perfectly placed ball on the touchline. And the Aviators are able to clear. Kind of a quiet play, but one that nearly worked out for Streetsboro. But they're on the attack. Sadowski cutting it through. Tries to give and go. Gets tangled up. And Jackson Bracestead is able to boot it away for Alliance, but out of play. Streetsboro keeps it, and I think we are going to see this high line for the entire second half, unless they go up at some point. I'd be surprised to see them drop back and invite pressure. I think at this point they're going to see if they can push Alliance to their limits, and as you said, test that conditioning.
Yeah, and judging by kind of what we saw those last 5 minutes from Streetsboro, I think that's really where they want to continue going forward.
That's a very happy dog, isn't it? Right in front of us.
Yeah, we saw him in the parking lot. He's a little cute guy.
Nearly ran towards us. Strong header away by the Aviators, trying just to clear it out of their defensive area. And Chase Taylor nearly does just that, instead taken away by Sessler. And again, the Rockets on the press. It's Nagel changing fields, going wide. Jonas. And they are going to call a foul and then a free kick. I guess they're going to say an elbow extension.
Yeah, I think I think that's what they were looking at, was just pushing through a little too hard. The arm was too involved with that, and I can see it. Not a terrible call there.
I don't hate it either. I do think he extended the arm. I also think he was the victim of being the bigger guy, essentially.
And that's the struggle a lot. 2 good headers there.
But nothing going as of yet for this Alliance offense. Leitner plays it central. Bandy up the wing. Nice ball, just a bit long. Alliance able to keep it in play, but it goes right to Streetsboro and out for a Peyton Krasminski goal kick.
Jace Jones had a good opportunity, but like you said, just not able to keep it rolling. And now Streetsboro will have a good opportunity to kind of push forward and put on some more pressure.
And they need to keep that pressure up. If they ever take their foot off the gas, Alliance has a prime opportunity, no matter when it is, to make it 2-0. And this might be that opportunity. Brasted, Bandy, up the wing. Is he onside? That's the question. Flag for now stays down, and it's a great challenge by Streetsboro, playing it out for a corner.
And I don't think Jones was really anticipating that he was on sides. I don't know if it was just the angle where I was at, but it didn't really look like he was attacking that strongly.
I didn't necessarily think he was on. I think it was close, but I feel like at the same time you have to play with the thought process that you are onside.
Yeah, you never want to shadow a doubt in your mind. But now they do have the corner. Chase Taylor looking to give the Aviators a big opportunity.
Beautiful cross. Ganny maybe got a piece of it. Touch to the edge of the 18-yard box. Cook overruns. The Aviators still with a chance now with the throw-in to play it in. But Alliance just kind of took their foot off the gas for a second. Now the ball played back in. It's Levi Braced going for it. It's out of play. And it's a Streetsboro goal kick. They had their chance. They needed that quick throw-in. Taylor just needed his offensive setup, and they never did.
Yeah, it was a good look, but like you said, the Aviators just need to be a little more snappy in getting that offense going off the throw-in.
Again, for Streetsboro, they have to apply the pressure. Again, you can't have 1 touch, 2 touch, 1 pass, and lose possession. You have to be a lot more strong and a lot more technically sound in the midfield areas. You're down 1-0, but you are still well within this game. You just need a breakthrough from somewhere, even if it is an Aviator mistake, which, again, you nearly just saw. Bandy has Jones making a run, now has Braced in the middle making a run. Tries to go on the wing. Taylor and Braced both there. Krasminski beats both.
And again, another good look. Bandy, just that little hesitation on who he was going to, whether Braced or Taylor, I think was the difference maker in turning that into a good offensive run for the Aviators. But still, another good look, even with the Aviators trying to play more soundly on defense. Oh.
Castrella, he will go down. Heavy challenge from Mason Kager. Time is going to stop, and this could be a booking. If so, it would be the first of the game, I believe.
Let's take a look.
And yes, Kager is going in the book. Back-to-back games with a yellow card for the Aviators. That's where the physicality can boil over.
Yeah.
And I think every single game that we've done so far this soccer season, albeit only 3, we've seen a yellow card, which we really didn't see any last year.
Yeah. I mean, I was just watching it off of the feed, and, I mean, Kager definitely extended that elbow out, gave it a little push. And this will give Streetsboro a good opportunity for a set piece here.
So Jimmy Nagel, the freshman, to take. 34-15. Clock is still stopped. Keep that in mind. Can Streetsboro find the equalizer with just over a half an hour left? Beautiful ball in, headed down and cleared away. A great chance for Streetsboro, still with them. Nagel on the edge of the 18-yard box, blocked. It's Jackson Braced, and he's off to the races for the Aviators. Tries to pick up Bandy. It's a foot race going towards the far corner flag. Bandy is going to get there first, and he is going to keep it in. Alliance just needs to get their numbers forward. Bandy doing all he can on the wing, but is not going to get it past the defender and Colin Scalia. And it'll be Streetsboro ball, but Ryder Bandy, what hustle to make it up the far wing.
And also, that was a great pass by Jackson Braced, able to kind of get that started. Unfortunately, again, nothing able to come of it for the Aviators, but still, this is promising. I think once they get that breakthrough here in the second half and they can extend that lead, this will be huge.
They're just, it feels like, a moment away. Both teams are pretty much one good play away from making this game either a convincing win or a completely new ball game. Bandy plays it back. Really, we haven't seen this too much with Alliance playing out from the back with Patrick. They're going to try something new here. Taylor can't get the touch in there. It's poked out of play, and it'll stay with the Aviators. I do like the change of pace. You get everybody involved, including your goalkeeper. That can definitely change how you play this game. Taylor gets it caught underneath. Beautiful foot skills from Chase Taylor. And just loses it right in front of a Rocket. Smith gets it back. And Al Sadowski will do his thing on the far side. Beautiful ball up the wing. Plays it near side for Castrilla. Has the space. Takes the chance. And it nearly hits the ball boy.
That was another good opportunity. I think right now we're just seeing shots fly from both teams, and you can kind of see how this was a bit of a shootout last year, but at the same time, you also see how both of these teams have progressed defensively and how much stronger they both are.
And a lot of it is just their technicality of how they get things done. This Alliance team more technical tonight. But if Streetsboro can pick up on how Alliance operates defensively, they can get back in this game. And you just look at the positioning going back to it with Patrick. He's inviting a shot on his near post. Invite all you want. If it goes wrong, it's on you. Kendrick on the near side. Taylor spins through, takes it back for the Aviators. It's Chase Taylor for Alliance. Bodied off the ball by Schoner. If he would have scored there, it would have been pretty much the same exact goal as his first.
Yeah, just getting in the footwork, turning, and then hitting a nasty shot. I mean, Chase Taylor, you talk about playmakers. He has been the guy who we've seen so far for the Aviators that has been making the biggest plays.
I'm not really surprised. He is a maestro in the midfield. Along with Jackson Braystead, I think he's more of a defensive, not really defensive, more of a deep-lying midfielder. But which is still kind of surprising. You do have your front three established with Bandy being your striker. He plays all over the place. You can see him as a midfielder. You can see him as a winger. He has the pace and the versatility to play both, which really don't go hand in hand.
That's why we kind of talk about him as a man who wears many hats for the Aviators. And that's another thing that makes this squad so special is the versatility across the board from these guys.
It's a versatile squad. It's a lot of versatile players across the board at Alliance High School. Patrick back in the game will take this one on his feet. And this is where you can easily play out from the back. Leitner on the near wing. Will lose it. You got to be quicker than that if you're Alliance. Streetsboro right back at it, flying up the pitch. Castrilla tries to find Cook inside the 18-yard box. Cook cuts back for it. A great chance here for Streetsboro. Castrilla tipped it. Couldn't get it cleanly. And the Aviators will take it the other way. And they will just simply clear. Bandy now going for it. Not going to get there in time. But the Aviators will have a throw-in.
And who else to clear it there after a bit of a dicey situation, but Jackson Ganny. Really, we talk about him so much as a defender here, but he is just spectacular in doing what needs to be done for the Aviators.
You have two just strong, big-bodied center backs. It's hard to break that down. Beautiful ball here. Patrick, he's going to see it go. And I think he is going to tease Streetsboro a little bit and pick it up right in front of Castrilla. And he's lucky that throw was a little bit above Castrilla. Otherwise, he would have just thrown away the game, essentially. I think you saw that line just going right towards his face. There would have been power there. On the wing, Taylor, numbers in the box for the Aviators. Taylor cuts it back. Beautiful cross in. Picks up Jackson Brasted, but just wide of Krasinski.
Wow. That was another great look. First, the ball played forward to Taylor by Bandy, and then Taylor, a great cross in where he finds Brasted. The header just off kilter. I mean, that is a great offensive look for this Aviator squad.
That would have been a beautiful strike. It would have been a perfectly worked goal. Just two players who know how to play the game well, stepping up. But we will have to wait to see that combination click if we see it happen this game. Bandy bullied off the ball. Free kick Aviators. Looking ahead, we will have Holy Name at Valley Forge Soccer on Thursday, Holy Name Normandy Football on Friday. And then on Saturday, it'll be Marlington Revere Soccer, 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 7:15. Note that different time on Thursday at Byers Field. Should be a fun way to wrap up this final week of summer break before we have 6 straight days of games to begin the official school year on Monday. We'll have, I'm trying to think exactly where we are. Marlington, Alliance. And then Tri-C as this one is over the bar and out for a goal kick. It's sad I know the schedule that far in advance.
The grind begins.
It really does. We'll have our first Tri-C game next Saturday, the 29th. But before that, Marlington Southeast Ravenna Soccer at 6 on Monday. Marlington Highland next Tuesday. That one I have circled. I think we have for a while. Alliance Louisville Girls Soccer on Wednesday. Alliance and Lake Boys Soccer on Thursday. Alliance Worcester Friday. Then, of course, the game against Owens for Tri-C next Saturday.
And you talk about Tri-C. I just want to say that was a big development over the summer, getting that official broadcasting partnership. I mean, huge props to you, of course, being the mastermind behind it all.
We already lost the game, though, with Terrace State, unfortunately, because they don't have a team now. But still, it's a great addition. I'm very happy for it. Chance here for Martine.
Ooh, I mean, you saw the fancy footwork and then, boom, the shot. That was a good look from him. And another one of those players who's able to step up. We haven't seen much from him, but that's because you have star players like Ryder Bandy and Chase Taylor.
And here comes Martine once again for the Aviators. Martine takes it himself. Martine! Again, just wide. How about this from Unai Blanco Martine?
That's crazy. 2 just like back to back. He just makes a quick escape move and takes a shot. I mean, I think something exciting is brewing here. I don't know about you.
Where was Martine last year? We did not call his name at all.
Well, he's a foreign exchange student, so that's why he's here now. And shoot, hopefully he's here to stay. Goodness gracious.
Do you know where he's from?
I am not sure.
Okay, we're going to find that information out.
I do. I mean, if you recall, last year basketball season, we had a transfer student.
Spain?
He's from Spain.
I guess with Unai being, of course, Unai Simon being the goalie, so didn't want to guess that way, but.
And so as of last year during basketball season, we had
Marco.
We had Marco DeLillo, who's from Italy, and I think that's something that's definitely becoming a lot more prevalent in high school sports. Is transfer students or foreign exchange students not only coming for their break, but also coming and playing sports.
I know Marlington as well had a few over the past couple of seasons as well. Brasted, cross but nobody home. Ziprich heads this one away. 1 goal, 1 assist past season for the captain. Right back, Martine, he will hit it right to Krasminski. And I'm sure Martine very happy with what happened in New York, New Jersey Stadium, as they called it on July 19th. A big 1-0 win for Spain, courtesy of Ferran Torres. I still can't believe, out of all players, Ferran Torres has a World Cup winner. I just can't get my head around that information. Martine battling forward on the far side, trying to get the better of Kendrick.
Looking like a wrestling match over there.
But he has impressed me today coming off the bench, and I think he will figure in very soon in the starting lineup. And, of course, if somebody goes down, I think you're confident with bringing him in based on how well he has played today and how many minutes he has received off the bench. He's pretty much getting starter minutes at this point. Falconer fighting for it. Jackson Braced nearly got a piece of it. Nice little touch behind. And Sadowski is on once again. Beautiful ball up the wing. It's going to Castrilla. The Rockets may be in. Castrilla, he will take the shot. And it's picked up by Chase Patrick.
Ever since Chase Patrick had that little fall after his incredible save in the first half, he's still been lights out. He's been able to make the plays that he's needed to make. And, I mean, I'm just happy that he's been able to bounce back.
He has been quite impressive. The Aviators on once again. Jackson Braced, numbers getting forward. Falconer making a run. So is Martine. Martine gets it. Changes fields. Falconer plays it in for Ryder Bandy. No doubt about it. It's the brace for the Aviators. Make it 2-0.
How about the assist by Dominic Falconer? He kind of comes in, gets the head, and then plays it forward to Bandy. Just a beautiful string of passes. You saw Martine make the big one, and then just playing it forward. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
I mean, that's impressive. But for Ryder Bandy, the talisman of this team last year, 15 goals, 6 assists. He'll get his first goal of the season. Just impressive work all the way around. Alliance up by 2, and Streetsboro really has to get back to the drawing board.
I mean, again, we kind of talked about it. When your offense gets into rhythm, you see these strings of passes that will lead to great offensive moments, like that one right there. You've had this rotation in for a little bit already, Martine being a big, big piece of that, and they figured things out, and it ended up in being a huge, huge goal for the Aviators to go up 2-0.
For Streetsboro, you have to go all-out attack pretty much from here on out and still not be expelled to the back. Bandy, beautiful ball up the far wing, a little bit too strong on it. And it's a simple back pass to Krasminski. He'll take it out himself, playing with fire. And I think he is starting to get frustrated with all the pressure that he has seen. And that is going to be a free kick for the Aviators. It's a handball.
Oh, man. That
could have been bad to worse.
Yeah, that could have been a dangerous opportunity for Kager, but now we might have an even more dangerous opportunity. The Aviators with a big chance to go up 3-0, not what I expected at all.
What a chance it is. You have all of your big bodies forward, essentially, with the exception of Jackson Ganny. Praisted plays this one through on the ground. Cleared away. Streetsboro played it perfectly. Cook will take it. And it has to be now for the Rockets. Up the wing, Castrilla going forward against Ganny. And he is going to tip it. Last touch by Ganny. So a quick throw in for Streetsboro. Can they get their numbers forward? Alliance, a wayward chest out of the box. First time, well wide. That was Nagel going for it. And I can't blame him.
Right now, if you're Streetsboro, you just want to get anything going and, taking the shots that you can find.
Again, if they can get a long shot to find the back of the net, this game does change yet again. But no guarantees they do find the back of the net today. Alliance's defense only allowed 1 against Talmadge. It was a strong defensive performance. It's just the offense couldn't get going. That was the big takeaway. It wasn't, okay, this team's not great. It's just they couldn't get anything going offensively.
And I'll say the fact that they couldn't get anything going on offense was mainly in part to, just a string of what I would say is catastrophic events. You get 2 yellows, and in addition to that, you have Parker Woods going down, as well as Bandy not being able to play. So that's 4 key pieces.
Smith plays this one in. Whistle blows.
Oh,
Time
no.
is called. Is it going to be a penalty or a free kick on the edge of the 18? It's a yellow against the Aviators. Now, where do they put this one?
Is that on Ganny? Oh, man.
I think they are going to say it's on the edge of the 18-yard box. So just a free kick, but that could have been even worse. We'll see here. Yep, it's outside the box, and it's definitely a yellow card on Jackson Ganny.
Yeah, it was just too late. The ball was already out of there, and that's tough. That's going to be a tough one.
Let's go back to the question. It might be a awkward angle. Sadowski, does he hit it?
I think just based on the way that things have been trending, I think that he has to. I think he's going to.
It's Sadowski. What a save from Patrick.
Oh, my word.
Poked out of play, and it'll stay potentially with Streetsboro. I believe it will. Yes, it will. Okay, it was just one of those, okay, are they putting it that way because it went out beyond the flag for a goal kick or not? It's with Streetsboro, and their pressure is still going to be here, but what a chance that was. And now Alliance has it back. Numbers getting forward. This is their opportunity. 20 minutes left to play. You're up by 2. You have your brace. And if he's onside, this could do it. What a chance, but it's cleared away.
A good ball forward, but just too far out for Kager.
And I did think Kager was offside, if he did get there.
But you talk about a player who stepped up. Chase Patrick, man. How about this kid? And in the most, dreading moments, he's been there.
It's like the Tom Brady and Shador flash meme almost. It's him and Cole Pasco. You're seeing the same guy.
Yeah, it really is. You're playing against some fantastic shots. Some that probably would have been goals against other goalies.
Praisted can't cross it in. Krasminski misplays and nearly puts it in his own net.
That could have spelled doom there.
That would have been it. Krasminski, he will punt this one away. His offense needs to find something. Cook goes to ground, and he is going to get it back on the ground. Excellent technical ability.
Harlem Globetrotters-esque right there.
Streetsboro, a chance here. Nagel plays it on near side for Castrilla. Right to Patrick. You have to get something better than that on the ball as we are officially at the hour mark. So 20 minutes left to go in regulation. It's Alliance up 2-0. And still looking for what would be the icing on the cake if they get it. As for Streetsboro, you get a goal in the next 10 odd minutes. You're back in this game. But Alliance looking to put it away here. Beautiful through ball once again. Bandy, he'll take it. Krasminski saves.
Another good look by Ryder Bandy, but also a good save.
For Bandy, he's looking for the brace there. For Jones, I mean, the way he went up there, that could have been a handball. Don't know exactly where it deflected. I thought it did take a tip off of him. I guess in the end it didn't. Cook picks up Sadowski. Sadowski takes it himself. It's Sadowski! Once again across the face of goal.
Man.
He's getting closer and closer, you can feel.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about someone who's been there every step of the way for Streetsboro. Sadowski.
And he will have to be there every step of the way for the remaining 18-odd minutes. And I know player of the game will be a very tough conversation after this. I have an idea of where I want to go with it. We'll, of course, talk during the final break. But it won't be in line with what we've already called player of the game so far this season. If that gives you any sort of hint. I don't think it's us.
Yeah, no.
We'll go to it in a minute. Or, to be exact, 18-odd minutes. So 18-18 left to play in regulation. But Alliance looking good as things stand. They would improve to 1-1 on the season for Streetsboro. They would still be looking for their first win, but they do have points on the board regardless. They do have the 1 point courtesy of that draw against Copley. Braystick gets a piece of this one, and it's an easy stop for Krasminski. Going forward from here for Alliance, they need to get healthy, but they also need to play cleaner. They've had 2 yellow cards today. If they play that way against, we'll say, Lake next Thursday, it is not going to go their way.
No, and it's just tough because you look at them so far, 2 games, so far, 4 yellow cards. That's not the best look. You got to clean it up, and like you said, you have to get healthy. One big factor, I think, is the fact that no soccer players are kicking for the football team.
Sadowski, a chance once again for the Rockets. He'll take it himself. Light touch inside the 18. Overlapping run. Play to the top. Jonas there can't get a piece of it. Now it's Castrilla. Tries to play this one inside the 18. And they'll have to take it back out wide as Alliance pokes it out of play for a throw-in. I also want to say they are lucky this isn't a competition like the World Cup or the Premier League where yellow cards still apply to the next game, that you can face a suspension after an accumulation. They're lucky that's not the case here.
That would be bad.
What a chance here, but right to Patrick. Sadowski had the space, had the power, just not the accuracy.
And that would be bad for Jackson Ganny, who did have a yellow in the previous game versus Talmadge.
He would have been unavailable for the next game, which will be against Akron Springfield on Thursday night here at Rockhill.
But, yeah, so here's something that I think you might find interesting. No soccer players kicking for the football team. Last year, we kind of saw a myriad of guys rotate through. D'Angelo, Fisk, Chase, Patrick at some point. What they did one scrimmage. Carson Smith kicked field goals. He's not doing that anymore. I want you to take a guess at the Alliance High School athlete that is kicking field goals after this.
We'll get back to that in a second. Good call. Castrilla finds Cook. Cook goes down. Whistle stays quiet. Another chance for the Rockets. Beautiful technical ability, getting all the way across the face. It's Sadowski. Crosses this one in. Patrick is there. And out of all athletes at this school, are we saying athletes meaning it could be a female player?
It's not a female player, but it is not a player from a sport that you would expect. I'll say that.
How wonky can we get with this?
It's pretty wonky. You're not going to guess it.
CJ Harper.
Nope. Good ball forward to Mason Kager.
We'll get back to it in a second again. Kager. Alliance up 2-0. Whistle blows. It'll go back to Streetsboro. All right, just tell me who it is. I'm probably not going to get it.
Charlie Eakey.
Charlie Eakey is kicking.
And you know what? I saw him in practice the past few days. He's looked good. He's looked really good.
I don't know what to make of that information.
So what I've seen, they haven't been doing a lot of holder work yet, but off the tee, he's kicking from a PAT distance. The balls are going through the uprights and all the way back to the track. So he can make them.
All right, I've seen enough.
I mean, that's just so crazy to me.
I agree.
That is
awesome.
pretty wonky.
It's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Good for him.
CJ Harper's a pretty wonky guess, too, though, I got to say.
He does play football, though, correct?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question.
I thought I saw him in a practice photo at one point, but I could be wrong as this one's out of play. Back to the Aviators. Is this one the feeling, or do you get the feeling now that this is where Streetsboro throws everything forward, but it's going to be the classic Alliance stands tall?
I think
or
that
any team does in this instance?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to at least, try and see. I hope Alliance stands tall. But when you have a moment like this, you get under these last 15 minutes, you have to start throwing the kitchen sink at them, right? You're down 2-0. You got to try to find anything that works if you want to win this game.
Or at least get a draw out of it, which still would be a positive result. Sadowski plays it out wide. The Rockets running out of tricks. Running out of time, more importantly. But we have seen some crazy moments at Rockhill over the years. You go back a few seasons, that Canton Central game from 1-0 Alliance to a 2-1 win for Canton Central in the span of 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was a rough moment. Scary moment, crazy moment. And that's what is so beautiful about soccer and the Rockhill Soccer Complex. My mind went to Alliance Curls versus Boardman. Royal Hawkins 5 goals.
Yes. And as you said, I believe not playing this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, she is not playing this year. A huge piece in last year's team, but she is replaced by freshman Paisley Ritchie, who has been great in the scrimmages and in-game from what I've seen. I believe she had 2 goals against Talmadge.
Yes.
So she's a huge freshman, a big piece in this team.
But don't worry, we'll be here next Wednesday for their game against Louisville, kind of a rivalry game. I'm excited for that game.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it is a rivalry. It's kind of a faux rivalry where, not in the same conference, but we play each other enough that it does become a rivalry. And you talk about kind of rivalries that aren't as serious as other ones. Alliance versus Northwest. NBC matchup, week 1 for football, guys. Haven't played since 2010.
But basketball will tell you a different story about Alliance Northwest.
Oh, man. That has stunning results every year. It's always 1 or 2 point game. I'm telling you.
December 4th, I think it is this coming year at Alliance. I could be mistaken, but I do believe that is the date for that game.
Always a fun one.
Jonas, just a heavy touch. Can't get it cleanly.
Cleared by Jones.
Again, that's the right move. Just clear that ball away. You live to fight another day. You need to hold on for the next 12 minutes. 12 minutes left to get your first one of the season in your home opener. That would be huge for morale and huge for this supporting crowd in front of us tonight who showed up in A-Town.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at who you're playing. This is a good Streetsboro team. This is a really good Streetsboro team, and like you said, this will be a huge boost for the Aviators going forward.
I think if any team were to win their home opener, it's a big boost. It just sets the tempo for the season. This is an Alliance team who was 8-1-1 at home last season. It was on the road that they struggled, 3-4-2. But here at Rockhill, they were great. They only dropped points twice, which is very rare that it happens that way. But we'll see if that changes this year with both Morlington and West Branch becoming home games again, which I think will potentially influence how they end up finishing. And I do believe Salem is in there too. Or that could be one of their draws at home. I could be mistaken where Salem is. But a chance again for Streetsboro at the top of the box. Here's their chance. And again, it's saved by Patrick. Still there, though. But Sadowski, again, can't get it to go. And you can see his frustration from here. Albeit it will be a Streetsboro corner.
He's got some beef with Chase Patrick, man.
How hasn't he scored today?
I mean, you have to give credit to Chase Patrick there. He's had like 3 of these just phenomenal saves. You look at goalies of potentially like any other school, maybe that those might have been goals.
Easily.
One of those 3 could have slipped through. But Chase Patrick, man, absolutely stellar work for him and showing us what he's been learning over the past 2 years under the tutelage of Cole Pasco.
Corner played in for Streetsboro, headed on, but wide of the post and out for a goal kick. Again, it's time to start settling things down. You have 10 minutes on the clock, nothing silly here, and no more yellow cards.
That would be insane.
To give up a few goals and with it another yellow card, it would be catastrophic. You can't have it happen. You have to hold your nerve for 10 more minutes. You've played a strong 70. Patrick and Bandy with the goals. But your job is far from done tonight.
Ooh.
Little heavy hit there off of Vigilante. Glad to see he's okay.
Yeah, luckily that was off the chest.
Jackson Brasted tries changing fields just a little too long for Martine. Maybe not. Pokes this one up the wing, and yes, it will be. It's out of play, and back to Streetsboro. But you'll take it. It wastes a bunch of time.
But you talk about those 2 goals coming from Taylor and Bandy. I mean, how huge were those? Both of those goals coming off of, some incredible plays. Bandy's a string of great passes, and Taylor's just from, the foot skill. He was showing off his footwork, and it paid off. You look at both of those goals, 2 talented scorers, and it's just a showcase of what the Aviators have to offer this season. And I can just tell you, it's going to be an exciting one.
8:45 on the clock in regulation time, winding down for Streetsboro. Another good attack brewing on the far wing. Can they play this one inside the 18? That's the question. Not quite. Strong defense. Allman clears it for a second. Still with Streetsboro. This time it's in the box. And a massive clearance away for a corner. But if that ball got past Jones, that would have been a one-on-one opportunity right in front of the goal. And now a yellow card is given, I believe, to the Streetsboro bench. So that could be on their head coach.
Okay.
Getting a little aggressive as this one winds down. But make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports.
So 3 yellows, 1 game. That's crazy to me. It's the beginning of the season.
We're in midseason form.
Yeah.
Are we really surprised? Kinda, I guess. Maybe. I don't really know. Because I felt like this was going to always be a physical game, especially based on what we saw from Alliance on Friday night. This physical? No. I don't think so. I thought we expected more goals, though. I will say that.
Especially based off what we saw last year.
5 goals difference. As of right now, of course, that could change. Sadowski, light touch, no one home inside the 18. And it's a foot race to get to this one inside Streetsboro's defensive area. Kraminski. You just have to keep flying it up the pitch and hoping for the best. Kendrick, just too long. Back to Alliance. Now, if Alliance can get a third on the board, then you are going to feel more confident than ever. And for Martine, if he kept that one in and turned the corner, he was loose.
And from what we've seen, man, you do not want to let this kid get loose.
It won't end well most times. And I do expect to see him score at some point soon. Don't know if it'll be today or in a future game before the month of October or even after, but I do think we will see him during his time at Alliance score.
No doubt.
In the center of the park, whistle blows, free kick Streetsboro. And I think this is where the official just takes control of the game and says no funny business. Going to be a warning for Brasted. Streetsboro wasting no time. They play this one up the pitch. It'll fall. Ziprich inside the 18. Rolling away. I believe that's Ganny letting it go to the wing. And again, Streetsboro will go back at it. And now Alliance wins it back, at least for a second, poking it up the wing. But just desperate times, trying times for the Streetsboro Rockets team. And here is their chance. Beautiful cut inside. Castro loses it. But still with the Rockets. Cook, he will go down. Once again, Castro, he gets tripped up on the edge of the 18-yard box. They're not going to call anything. Still a chance. Castro at top, rolls inside. Beautiful cut from Sadowski, and he is dispossessed. Strong defense from Ganny, and the counter is on. But just too strong of a pass, trying to pick up Vigilante. And it is poked out of play. But that Streetsboro dugout is livid.
Yeah, I saw Coach, jumping up and down a little bit. And I think when you have, 3 players go down in the span of 30 seconds, you're just hoping for anything to be called at that point.
I do feel like, though, that should have been a free kick on the edge of the 18-yard box. Final 6 minutes. Streetsboro still throwing everything they have at this game, trying to get a result. But a result that'll take a lot of hard work if they are to get it. Ziprich dispossesses Jackson Bracestead. He gets tripped up. They say play on. Cook, nobody home. Trying to clear it. Still in a dangerous area. Castrillo tries to shoulder it. Now Ziprich crosses it. Strong clearance again from the Aviators. Vigilante out to the wing. Back on the attack. Numbers getting forward, joining this attack. Alliance looking for the icing on the cake. Or at least to take some time off the clock. Martin cutting inside. It's still Martin! Just off the post!
Oh, my goodness, man. How about that? I mean, where has this kid been, man? Why are you in Spain? Come to Alliance, Ohio. We see what you can do. He's got the footwork. I mean, he just makes him move and lets it rip.
If he would have scored that would have been an incredible strike. The poise behind it. That's quite impressive.
He's a baller.
He is. 4.5 on the clock. Masters. In the center of the pitch, it's Bandy. Already 1 goal today for Bandy up the wing. Excellent composure. Is this going to be one final goal for Alliance? Martin changes fields, tries to pick up Falconer. Can't get there. And now Jones stepping up. He gets it. And it's poked out of bounds. And a little bit of some unfriendliness from Ty Ziprich.
Maybe a little extracurricular activity there. But you look at Falconer. That's a good player to find. He had the assist earlier to Bandy for that second goal. I think you look at a playmaker on that team, and he definitely fits the mold there.
They were just doing a secret handshake.
That's all. You're right. You're right.
I'm right. I know.
Wishing everyone happy start to the school year.
Beautiful ball in here for Martin, and it's a strong clearance. What a tackle from Schoener.
Yeah, and there's some good sportsmanship over there. That's not a secret handshake. That's just good sportsmanship.
But what a clearance. That was a all or nothing tackle. Either clearance or you're sent off.
Well, and you have to say, looking at, a play like that, a strong tackle, you're happy that everyone's okay. No flags were, no red cards were pulled.
Wrong kind of football with the flags.
Yeah. It's fall sports, baby. I'm in that mode.
It's Cook up the far wing. Numbers forward for Streetsboro, but just such a light pass. He almost hesitated going up. It's kind of what we saw against Marlington last year again. The hesitation, it's killer.
You got to put some zip on it.
You need to feel confident with your ability here. This is a good Streetsboro team. It's just tonight. It's not their night as of right now. But they need something here, and they have a chance for it. Beautiful ball played in. But again, Sadowski a few steps behind it. Patrick, he throws it out. And Alliance is back at it once again. He's a mile offside. There it is. I mean, that one wasn't necessarily close.
Yeah. And, I love the confidence, but, yeah. Marti, definitely offsides there.
Just a few steps. Maybe 8 to 10. Free kick for Streetsboro. 2:10 on the clock. And again, you can just feel they know where this one is heading. And so does Alliance, to be fair. But do we have a final 2 minutes of magic for the Streetsboro Rockets? Another chance. Well, zipped wide.
And again, now is really where you start to see them start pulling out the kitchen sink and just doing whatever they can to try and at least get one goal in.
You get one here. It's a positive going forward, but that's all it is. But for Patrick, he wants the clean sheet.
And he's definitely earned it today. You look at some of the saves that he has had, and he put in a hard day's work in between the sticks tonight.
He could definitely replace Cole Pasco. I think we have seen it tonight. We've seen the intangibles. We've seen the ability that he can be the future of this goalkeeping position.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at it, only a sophomore. He's had so much time to literally learn from the best. I mean, I think there's a strong future for him. No question about it.
No doubt about it. Final minute of regulation. Alliance, they will get the 3 points, improving to 1-1 on the year. Streetsboro, they will fall to 0-1-1. For Streetsboro, up next, they're at Ravenna on the 25th. Alliance are back in action Thursday against Akron Springfield, a team they drew last year. But for Coach Leipley, he will improve to 44, 43, and 6.
Whoa.
And here's the physicality.
Yeah. Just some pushing and shoving there. Completely uncalled for. They're giving 2 yellows.
How many more do we need to see?
That is, I don't know about that.
It was one on Masters, and was the other one Ziprich?
Yeah, well, so Ziprich pushed him and started pointing the finger and yelling at him. I don't know. That's interesting. So that's so both Jacksons, Masters and Ganny, in 2 games, both have yellows in both of them. That is, yeah, I mean,
there's controlling the game, and then there's this.
Yeah.
We saw it on Saturday night. I believe the main official lost control of the game. It was bad.
And I apologize. I've been letting the clock run this whole time.
It's okay. Only 32 seconds off. It could be worse. Also, when your benchmark is 0, that does help you here, Cooper.
But, yeah, I mean, just that's not what you want to see with less than a minute left in the game.
And, of course, we're going to keep it here for the handshake line, even more so than usual, just to see if anything happens.
Yeah.
Final 10 seconds, though, for the Aviators, a home opener win. They're quite happy. But do they have one final strike in them from long range, just over the bar, and that's going to do it. You can't blame him for trying. As the final whistle blows, the Aviators win their home opener 2-0 over Streetsboro. What a win for the Aviators. 1-1 on the year. Win number 44 for Coach Leipley. It was a strong win. You have Taylor with a goal, Ryder Bandy with the other. Strong play across the board. If you're an Aviator fan looking for a positive sign for the future, I think this was your game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe you take out a few items that are yellow colored and you look forward, right? There's no sense in dwelling on the past. At the end of the day, you won 2-0 against a good team. You saw the offensive sparks. You know what you saw from your defense? A brick wall in Chase Patrick and your backline defenders in Ganny, Kager, and Smith.
I'm sorry, it's Dan Burton and Harry Maguire as your 2 center backs, and I love it. It is just 2 big bruising center backs that know how to get the job done. It is going to take a lot to break that down as this season goes on, but it looks like the handshake festivities have come to a close. 2-0 your final. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports, as you are watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts.
At Sports Zone, our state-of-the-art indoor facility features 2 batting cages equipped with pitching machines and Rapsodo technology, giving athletes the tools they need to elevate their game. We also have indoor soccer fields perfect for sports practices, leagues, private training sessions, and birthday parties. When it's time to take things outside, enjoy our 2 turf baseball fields complete with outdoor batting cages and bullpens. Whether you're training, competing, or just looking to get better every day, Sports Zone is the place to do it. Go to our website at sportszone.statstack.io or contact us at 412-313-4295 to rent out our facilities today. Welcome to Sports Zone, your premier destination for year-round training and competition.
Well, welcome back to the Rockhill Soccer Complex. 2-0 your final. Alliance takes down the Streetsboro Rockets. Again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Cooper Fontaine. 2 great goals today, one from Chase Taylor, the other coming from Ryder Bandy. But your player of the game presented by SmeeSports, it has to go to the shot stopper, Chase Patrick. Clean sheet tonight, the first in his starting career here at Alliance. Cole Pascal was in attendance tonight, and I'm sure if we pulled Cole over here, which we might be able to in a minute, I'm sure he would say he's very happy to see who he passed the number 1 gloves off to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially for us as broadcasters, we're really witnessing right now like a passing of the torch moment. The way that he performed today was absolutely incredible. It's not like he was saving some light shots. They were some tough shots, specifically from Sadowski. He was firing some off at him, and Taylor was there every step of the way, didn't let a single one in. I mean, really just a stellar performance from him, and he earned the shutout today.
Let's talk about Streetsboro here. Sadowski, he looked good. That opportunity in the first half that spilled right to him. If he makes it 1-1, who gets the win? Or does this one end in a draw?
Honestly, I think it's a whole different ball game. I could easily see it ending in a draw right there. You look at the Aviators, they're going to lose confidence. 1-0 is way different than being knotted up at 1-1. And so I think if he's able to capitalize on the opportunity, whole different game. But Chase Patrick, I think, was the big difference maker here and the key as to why the Aviators were able to keep that 1-0 lead and then build on it even more.
Last question I have for you about this Alliance team. What's their ceiling? Of course, you lose some key pieces from last year, but that defense is terrifying. You basically have 2 true English center backs almost, which is a big compliment. You look at some of the English center backs that team has fielded over the years. You have that perfect big archetype. You have Ryder Bandy, who is just a nice little gadget striker. Martin, if he can really develop into a role somewhere on this team, he is going to be a sensational player that if he can continue that throughout an entire season, it doesn't matter what level. I think once he goes back to Spain, an academy somewhere will scoop him up at some level. From there, you go to your midfield. You have Brasted, Taylor, of course. What's the ceiling for this team?
I think, it's people say the sky's the limit, man. Right now, this team is starting on the roof. These guys are so talented. Like you said, Martin. The difference, I think, between him and you look at a player like Marco from last year for basketball. Basketball goes in between the semester line. You go from second 9 weeks to third 9 weeks. That's when he went back. So they didn't have him for the full season. They will have Martin for the whole first semester. And so he will get that time to develop and build his skills more and build his team chemistry. If he can get in that flow state with Taylor and Bandy, I think we're going to see a very talented offense, but the defense, like you said, a stacked defense full of juniors, not even seniors. All those guys, Kager, Smith, and Ganny, all juniors. They're going to have another year to build even more. I think the ceiling is just sky high with these guys, and I think we have an exciting season in front of us.
Sky's the limit. I like it. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe. Well, there is no added cost. It really helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Again, we thank Heather Prince of Howard Hanna and Sports Zone for helping make tonight's telecast possible, along with Skyward Studios. To wrap up this week of coverage, Thursday, 7:15 kickoff at Byers Field. It'll be Valley Forge hosting Holy Name for the Namers' first game of the season. I do believe Forge played tonight at Ridgeville. We do not have a final score on that game. Friday, week 1, Friday Night Lights, 5:45 pregame, 7 p.m. kickoff at Byers Field as Normandy hosts Holy Name. 2 first-year head coaches, excited to see what they can do. And, of course, I've mentioned it many times. I'm excited to see what my old position coach, Danny Day, can do, making his debut as the head coach at Holy Name. It's a special moment. One of my favorite coaches I had when playing football at Holy Name. We'll have interviews with him and some other guys coming out shortly. I'm so excited to see what he and the Namers can do this year. Then Saturday, do we dare say the biggest game of the season so far, Cooper? Marlington Revere, a rematch of last year's regional semis, a 0-0 matchup that ended with a Marlington win on PKs. 7 o'clock at Revere the next week. Just to rattle those off to finish, Marlington Southeast Girls Soccer, Marlington Highland Boys Soccer, Alliance Louisville Girls Soccer, Alliance Lake Boys Soccer, Alliance Worcester Football, Tri-C Owens Community College Soccer, and it's sad I know all 6 games.
That's a loaded week, though.
But I believe, no, that does not close out August. We'll have Minerva and Northwest that following Monday to close out August. But a lot of great games coming up, so make sure you tune in. Cooper, any closing thoughts on this home opener for the Aviators?
Man, I don't think I really have any besides the fact that, I'm happy to be back doing high school sports.
We're still back.
Starting my junior year. Could not be in a better place right now.
Definitely a fun start to this season, but just the start, as we will be coming at you live early and often this year, all throughout the year. But for Cooper Fontaine, this is Nathan Smee signing off from the Rockhill Soccer Complex, as you have been watching OHSAA Soccer on SmeeSports in partnership with Skyward Studios, as this one finishes Alliance 2, Streetsboro 0.